My world is infested by the Sculk, and I need to move my entire base somewhere safe, or else the Sculk is gonna take over my world. Welcome to my forever world. First of all, I had to take all of my stuff and find maybe a mountain, which seemed pretty good. I began to chop some trees because I wanted to build a Japanese styled house, which I wanted to build in forever because I really love Japanese style, but I'm not used to Japanese style, so yeah, I had to first go in another world and build it there so that I could use Litematica to recreate my survival world. I then proceeded to dig out a section of the mountain, but the mobs had other plans for me. I then filled in with snow to give a shape to the mountain, and added some other snow with snow layers as well to give it a nice shape. I noticed that the Sculk started to spread, so I knew I had to look in. So I started gathering all of the materials that I needed for my house. And thanks to the Thematica, I knew exactly what materials and how many of them I needed. In the process of finding the mangrove biome, I encountered the ancient city, so I had to loot it, and I'll tell you, it was no easy task. I spawned in like 4 wardens. However, I found the armor trim that I was searching in forever, the silence armor trim. This was probably the most scared I was in my entire life, I'm not even joking. Then, after a couple hours, I finally found the mangrove biome. It took me so long, the skull probably already infested my village. And here it is, the armor trim that I always wanted. Just look at it, bro, I'm so stacked. And after gathering all of the materials I needed, I started building my starter house. Yes, starter house, because I wanted my house to be gigantic, because I need space, or else I'm gonna feel claustrophobic. Anyways, here it is. Okay, so it turned out pretty good actually. As you can see, the house fits pretty good on the mountain. I also added some interior, a basement as well, which will be my temporary storage system. I then decided to eradicate the whole village, because I wanted to build a medieval styled village there instead, which will then connect to the Japanese style village, which will be on top of the mountain. I also tried to have like a villager farm setup, but unfortunately they didn't want to procreate, so later on I moved them somewhere else. I actually didn't move them at all. I just left them there, and after that failed attempt at building a villager farm, I flatted out some more space. But then, unfortunately, I noticed that my shovel was about to break, so I came back to repair it. But doing so, I almost spawned a warden, which will be pretty bad because I had to fight him later on to save my entire world. After coming back, I decided to make a farm because I always run out of food. And I also made a bamboo farm because I wanted to have like a aesthetic walk through the bamboo forest, which you will see later on. I decided to take a break from building and I went to explore the end. However, I didn't notice that I had almost run out of rockets, so I had to take an extreme gamble and fly without any rockets left. Could I do it? I managed to make it safe home without dying, so that was a win. I also got sick of the fact that my tools would just break, so I decided to make a Enderman XP Farm. I already prepared the materials, so I just got straight into building it. I followed this tutorial, I'll leave the link in bio. Alright, here's the farm. My tools actually get repaired in like 10 seconds. I also built like a nice custom chamber, but I think I will build like a mega build around the farm so it looks better. Then I decided to break the bedrock above the nether because I wanted to connect all of my nether portals so it will be easier to move around the world. Alright, so I discovered this mod named the Vulcan mod that apparently increases the FPS. So I decided to try it, and it gives me like 300 FPS on average. So I decided to move on that client. So from now on you guys will see a fluid gameplay. I hope so. However, the replay mode and the Litematica and other modes are not compatible yet, so I will have to switch to the previous client when I want to make a replay or use Litematica. Also, I can play with shaders. Guys, I deeply apologize, but my PC, yeah, I literally cannot even load File Explorer without it crashing. I physically cannot make the video, so I deeply apologize for the 5 minutes video. I will try to make the next one at least 10 minutes, but that's it for now. But I'm gonna make a part 2 of this episode. Stay tuned for the rest of the video. Thank you for watching.